If you being faithful to one woman or being faithful to women, 9 times out of 10, you either a simp or you been brainwashed to think like a woman, and I'm gonna explain why. It's in a woman's nature to want a man that's tall, a man that's handsome, a man that's successful, and a man that's a leader. It's in a man's nature to want to have sex with as many women as possible. What women do is they try to brainwash men and saying, I'm faithful and loyal with my body as a woman, and you as a man need to be faithful and loyal with your body. And you as a man, if you submit and comply to a woman's demands, then 9 times out of 10, you're a simp. And I'm going to tell you why. You as a man cannot tell a woman to suppress her nature. You can't tell her, stop liking men that's 6 feet tall. Stop liking men that's successful. Stop liking men that's ambitious. But yet you let her turn around and tell you, stop having sex with other women. Be loyal like how I am. If you submit to that and you comply, you're a simp. No man that's successful or a man that has options is faithful to one woman. Let's run down the list. Drake, not faithful to one woman. Chris Brown, not faithful to one woman. Future, not faithful to one woman. LeBron James, not faithful to one woman. I know that may trigger y'all, but the truth is the truth. Men that actually have options and are successful are not faithful to one woman. The only men that's faithful to women are simps and men that get disrespected on a consistent basis. If you being faithful to one woman...
Let's talk about it. They all looking at me crazy right now.
Can you like hit like a little dun, 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 dun.
I don't have that one. I ain't got that one. They looking at me crazy right now. Go over this way. Let's go. Thoughts on the video. Let's go. And let me put the question on the screen so y'all can have at it. Are you a simp if you are faithful to women?
I feel like if you choose to be faithful to a woman and you want to be a simp, that's on you. There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No. I mean, what are you concerned about being judged by? Like, by who?
It's not necessarily judged by. It's suppressing your urges of what you want.
I mean, you can. It's not even like really suppressing your urges. Like, if that's something you want to do, then cool. But not.
Sorry, continue.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna push back on what you said. So, do you think you should necessarily be following all of your urges as a man?
No. No, but at the same time, you still should be able to exercise some of those urges.
For
so
sure.
You should do that with your woman. That's why you're with her, right?
Or don't be in a relationship at all.
Oh my God.
Or if y'all freaky enough, go ahead with the little open relationship polygamy type shit.
Okay. Do you think most women are down for that?
No.
Okay. So if you were a regular dude, do you think you can handle that or take that or even try to do that with your girl?
I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I do believe monogamy is not really ideal right now, and I feel like it's getting worse.
But for who though? For men or for women or for both?
For both. I ain't gonna lie, cause let me tell you something.
I'll wait my turn.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good conversation. Let's get it.
I've been single for almost 3 years now.
Yeah.
And I would rather be a girlfriend, and then it's like, ooh, when we start talking and like he wanna see me all the time. I work a lot. And I'm in my still up and coming like stage right now, so it's like I really care about my craft and my business.
Yeah.
Damn, what the fuck was I saying?
Stay on topic.
Monogamy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I feel like if I can't give you all, I like dating. Okay, I'm gonna put that out there. I do like dating.
So you like being in the streets?
I didn't say I like being in the streets.
You just said you like dating. What's the difference?
I ain't say I like being in the streets. I like dating like one man casually. Like I'm talking to someone right now, right? Mm-hmm. And it's working, and I'm trying to navigate through it. I'm trying to see like how to get back to the basics of possibly building with somebody that wants to be in a relationship with me.
Okay.
But at the same time,
how do you know?
Huh?
How do you know he wants to be in a relationship?
It's just, it's his actions and his words.
I feel like men are good at faking that stuff.
And they are, and that's why I'm also looking out for myself too, Myron. And
that's cute.
That was cute, right? That was cute.
That's
but,
cute.
Yeah, I just don't think monogamy is ideal right now, because I do feel myself like I do want to be in a relationship, but it's like, damn, you really sit and think about the time, the accountability that you have when you start getting into these relationships, and sometimes I'm in the back of my head like, damn, I might just want to like be left alone.
Do the men that you talk to know that you're not monogamous to them?
I didn't say that I wasn't monogamous. I fall into that. Okay, I usually tend to put all of my eggs in one basket.
Okay.
And a bitch be looking stupid as fuck.
But that's what you should be doing. Dating is a bet. Dating is a gamble.
Right.
You can choose the wrong dudes. But I would say choose better dudes. That's number one.
And I will say I have been attracting really great men. But these great men, they start showing those red flags.
Like what?
Okay. Well, hold on. Let's go back on topic.
Okay.
Let's stay on topic.
Yeah, let's stay on topic.
So the premise basically of the video is that a woman, when she gets in a relationship, she gets everything that she wants, pretty much. A guy, when he gets in a relationship, he gets the opposite, meaning he got to suppress everything that he wants. And if you suppress it by letting a woman make you suppress it, but he's basically saying that you're a simp. Do you agree, disagree? What are your thoughts?
I think it's based on the communication. It's like, what is the understanding between the both of y'all of what is supposed to be going on?
What do you mean?
Like, have y'all agreed to both be faithful to each other? Or
That's most relationships. Let's keep it a buck. Most relationships you get into, they want to be monogamous with you.
Okay.
So
Okay,
do you think
okay.
do you think a guy is a simp for suppressing what he actually wants for someone else, aka a woman?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I do not.
All right.
I don't.
We're going to have an open panel after he goes because I want to talk.
Are you a simp? No.
Okay, why not?
I hate
If you
this.
putting a woman needs or wants on a pedestal and you not worrying about your needs and wants, are you not a simp?
If you put it that way, hell yeah. Because why are you putting yourself to a lower standard than your woman?
Wait, what?
Sense? Because why are we sitting here and you?
And talk to the microphone for me.
Sorry.
She remembered. Let's go.
Like, if you, all these expectations you're putting on the relationship, why are you like putting that so much energy into that if that's not what you're coming into it with anyway? If you're coming into the relationship, you with this one person, but in the back of your head, oh, wait, it's somebody else that I'm likely gonna fall in line with, and I want to fuck it on this day.
Mm-hmm.
What was the
Why
point?
are you
The
getting
point
in a
is,
relationship?
for most guys, the point is consistent sex.
Consistent sex?
Consistent sex.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If you are being faithful to one partner, are
Okay.
you considering yourself a simp?
Well, for me, if I choose to be committed to just one partner, no, because I choose that. Majority of dudes are not choosing that. They are doing basically loyalty to them so they can be loyalty back to you. It's not I want to be loyal to you and faithful to you. It's more so I'm going to be loyal to you to inspire you to be loyal to me.
What's your relationship status right now?
Oh, my God. Stay on topic. Go ahead. Nothing left?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I agree and I slightly disagree because when you talk about dudes like Drake or Future or like Migos or whoever, like they're in the music industry, so that's a pretty promiscuous industry. So it makes sense for them to be just not even committing to women at all and just be having like casual sex and promiscuous sex or whatever. But I think as a man, if you choose to commit to a woman, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you as a man want to be with one woman and that's actually what you want, I would consider that having sexual discipline. If you are a man who's capable of taking care of multiple women and being with multiple women, which very few people actually are, it's not easy to handle multiple women, but if you have that capability and you want to practice that, then I think that you should be upfront and straight up about it. You shouldn't beat around the bush and do it behind your woman's back. You should let her know this is who I am, this is what I want, and this is how I move. If you wish to stay with me and you want to be with me, that's fine. If not, you're free to go your own way.
Okay. I actually agree with the choosing part, but how do you know that you wasn't brainwashed like society, like you said?
As far
Or
as
for a
what?
woman? As far as choosing to be monogamous.
Yeah, I mean, it depends, right? Because I think, like, if you're making average six-figure job, then I really don't think you're capable of supporting multiple women. I don't think you're capable of even, like, being able to have the energy to put up with multiple women. I think it takes a lot to be able to manage multiple women. But if you are as they say, freak of nature, who's high energy, who has his shit together, who's doing everything he has to do, and it still has abundance amounts of energy, then if you want to practice having multiple women, I think if you're honest with a woman, she would appreciate that.
Okay. And what qualifies as a dude to talk to multiple women?
I feel like, well, if you can't take care of one family, then you can't take care of two, right? So
Yeah.
if you can't take care of one girl and your shorty's not on point and you're not on point, because the only way your shorty's on point is you're on point as a man, So if your shorty is not on point because you're not on point, then you shouldn't be going out pulling more points, because at that point you're basically just jerking off and shooting blanks.
Okay. And then for you personally, is that something that you want to do, monogamy or the multiple wives? Or
so I ain't stupid like some of y'all, right? I ain't stupid like some of y'all where I got.
Oh shit, he attacking y'all character.
Yeah, I ain't stupid like some of y'all. Like if I got
character.
if I got a shorty that I'm chilling with and I'm vibing out with her, I'm not in a rush to go and screw other women. If I got a shorty, I let her know that, yo, listen, down the trajectory of our lives, if we have children and I'm with you and I'm taking care of you, once you come to a point where I feel like you can't keep up with my energy, I am going to practice polygamy. I'm not going to do it in the way where I'm doing it behind your back. I'm not going to do you dirty or none of that. You will still be taken care of. The family will still be taken care of. But as a man, if I'm capable and responsible enough to take care of you and our children, and I'm responsible enough to take care of another woman and another family, then I'm going to go ahead and practice that.
Okay. And then ladies, what are your thoughts real quick about what he said? None? They tapped out. What the fuck going on?
No, I'm trying to think. I mean, if that's an open conversation, you decide to have with your partner, that's just that.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
That's between you and your partner.
Would y'all be okay with that? Would y'all not be okay with that? What parameters would need to happen for y'all to be okay with that?
He just said them.
No, I'm talking about you.
for the woman that's
For
on the
you,
other side
yes.
of that shit. I feel like shit. You wanna do what you gonna do? I'm gonna do what I wanna do too.
Oh my God. So you saying the men and women are saying you're gonna do whatever the man does? So are you gonna take care of the family too? Are you gonna protect when times of peril?
I don't think he's really doing what the man
Yeah,
does.
I just feel like it's like if you're doing what you want to do, you are satisfying, you're feeding your urges. That's basically what you're doing, right, Myron?
His name is not Myron.
I'm calling him Myron.
What'd you say, Miss Halloween?
Oh, you trying
You
to
right,
John
GQ.
niggas?
I'm about to get in. I'm about to get sassy real quick.
Okay. I'm saying, like, are you feeding like those urges when you say like, okay, we've been married or whatever, and we finally get older and we're to that point where she can't keep up with your energy anymore? It's like, are you gonna have a problem if that woman is on that same type of timing and she also wants to have other counterparts?
Of course, it makes absolutely no sense for women to practice promiscuity. If you are practicing multiple partners as a woman and you end up having babies, you don't know who the father is, biologically, your brain is not wired to be able to handle multiple partners. There's nothing about a woman who actually wants to be with the man that wants to be with another man. When women commit to a man, they generally tend to attach themselves to that man and they want to be taken care of. I don't think women have a natural desire to practice polygamy.
How do you know that?
These modern women might be a little different, but women that you can actually,
That's
want.
why modern women stay single.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get at too. Yes. Go ahead.
Ask me another question. Ask me that question, but like, what y'all want to hear? Because I can give it to you straight.
Like perimeters. So for instance, you meet a guy and he says, hey, I want to, how much money I need to make, how tall he needs to be, etc., for him to be able to practice dealing with multiple women and you.
I'm okay. I don't like sharing.
Okay.
That dick is mine. So it's just like,
Go ahead.
like, I feel like, we're not dating exclusively then. If you want
Yes, exclusively on your side, yes. I know his side.
Why is it
that's not
one-sided?
fair.
Why
Yeah,
would
that's one side.
Life's not fair.
Why would I exclusively
When a Robert comes in, he gotta basically die for you. That's not fair.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If your shorty say,
It's not happening. So I don't even go there.
okay,
If your man said, yo, from now on, you're paying the bills and you're taking care of me and it's your job to protect me if somebody breaks into our house, what would you say?
if I want to step out and have other partners.
No. I'm saying if a man breaks into your house and your man's like, babe, go take care of that guy that just broke in. Like, do something about it. What would you say?
I'd be like, nigga, you supposed to be busting back with me. What's up with you?
All right, so exactly. Why are you taking the feminine imperative and trying to place it on the masculine? We operate out of completely different places. As a man, you keep saying, oh, if your shorty wanted to practice that. Shorties, generally speaking, historically do not practice polygamy. Men throughout all of history have practiced having multiple families, multiple wives, multiple sexual partners.
That's your traditional thinking.
That's not.
No, this is history.
That's history.
But I'm just saying, like,
Isn't history traditional?
that's traditional. That's traditional.
And it's common sense at the end of the day.
Oh, that's common sense
So
to
the
you?
fact that you said, oh, that's a man's job to take care of you. Somebody breaks into the house. That's also traditional. That's what
Yes.
traditional men
I
did.
didn't say that. I said you supposed to be busting back too, both of us. Get your shit together.
How many?
I said both of us.
Man,
I highly doubt the best
This
thing.
shit.
The best thing you
Hold
could
on.
do. The best thing you could do.
I'm about to
If
get sassy.
somebody comes to my house and tries to rob me and my man, I'm a woman. I have 3 guns already. Okay, that's me living on my own. I feel like I said, it's a team. We busting them motherfuckers up. Yeah. Because baby, if I see you stressing and you shooting, I'm gonna do the same.
Okay, so what if he stayed in the bed and he made you protect the household? What will your next move be?
Bye.
Bye, right?
We're gonna have a discussion. Yeah.
No,
for
no,
sure.
no. It's probably bye.
It's probably bye.
Okay,
check
why?
out.
No, hold on. Why?
Because it's like, damn, like, first off, and not even going off of those like societal norms, like, damn, I'm the one.
Just stay on topic. Why?
I should not have been doing that shit alone.
Okay.
I
agree. But why?
Because just off the base.
Because it's a man's job.
I'm trying to get her to the water. I'm trying to
say this is both.
God damn.
If this is both our household, we should both be trying to protect it. That's why.
Okay, so if your fucking, I don't know, sister lives in that household, you would expect her to be equally protecting the household as you?
Girl, if you know where my guns at and stuff, and you know how to, yes, everybody should be trying to defend this household.
Change the scenario up a bit. Change the scenario
Yeah.
from breaking into the house that you guys are out on the street and a man slaps your butt.
If a man slap my butt and my mans don't do nothing, it's a problem.
Why?
Because I'm your woman and another man just came in, embarrassed the hell out of you, for one, and invaded your woman's space for 2, and you not gonna do nothing?
Okay, so why is it his job to do something versus your job to do something because he slapped you?
Baby, I'm gonna do something. You best believe I'm gonna do something.
But if he does nothing, you would look at him differently or not want to be around.
Yes, I would.
Why?
Because that is what a man is supposed to do.
God damn. So
That is
finally
what
you
a
have the
man's
water.
supposed to
Now you need to drink. Men and women bring different things to relationships.
Yes.
So a woman, what she wants, generally speaking, obviously there's hoes out here and there's modern women that are, promiscuous, etc. Generally speaking, they want someone taller than them. They want security. They want provisioning. They want guidance. They want etc. So you get everything you want in a relationship. A guy has to go against everything that he wants to be in a relationship, which is for him is variety. So basically, this is the whole premise of the video.
How do y'all know that everybody wants
It's not that
variety?
everybody.
It's not everybody.
If a man wants to practice that.
Yes.
If a man wants to.
Then I mean,
And hold on, I'm actually disagree with you.
Okay.
I would say it's everybody. Now it's up to them to be disciplined enough if they want to carry it out or not. But it's everything goes back to biology. How many kids can you have? In 1 year. In 1 year. In 1 year. One, right? How many kids can he have?
A milli.
So that means you set up for quality. You set up to make sure you pick the right person. He set up to, it doesn't matter the right person. It's just bodies everywhere. It's quantity for him. It's
Lineage.
quality for you.
But why you want just anybody carrying yourself?
I didn't say that's not anybody. I'm just letting you know what guys want or biology is programmed for you to do, which is variety. And for you, it's about quality. So in a relationship, you get everything that you want from your dude. But in a relationship, a guy has to go against everything that he wants. That's the premise of the video. So the premise is if you're a dude and you get into a relationship and you are not practicing polygamy or you're not out here in these streets and you're being faithful because you want your woman to be faithful or because your woman said, hey, I want you to be faithful to me, be monogamous, and you choose that, are you not a simp?
No.
Okay. All right. Yes, you are. Like, what the fuck?
No, because you just said if you chose.
No, I didn't say I
You said
chose.
that
I said very specifically that if the woman said to me, hey, I want you to be monogamous, and I said yes, that's her deciding for me, not me deciding for myself.
Okay.
So if you
Alright.
choose to do it as a man, I feel like there are men out there that have a shorty and they're like, all right, I'm cool. Which eventually you'll probably get to a point where they want to be polygamous too. But if you're as a man, you're locked down with one shorty, like that's your call, bro. But if you're not approaching other women or you're not willing to bring in multiple women because your shorty's like, oh, don't you dare, then yeah, you pretty much fall into that category.
All right. Any thoughts? Before we all right. Wait, what the fuck? We got some super chats now. He goes in the super chat. He says, how Orange became an expert with the mouth sounds. Please do not get her started. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats while we go on. Can you fucking... What the fuck? All right, Playboy Lottie sends a super chat. He says, Don hit them with the candy store analogy. I don't do Myron takes, bro. If I bust my butt 24 hours and make 6 figures, I'm going to have my other girls on the side. Yeah, I agree. Y'all, what are your thoughts on that?
Baby, do what you want, you know, but we're just not exclusive. Cool.
It's the mindset of how you approach it.
Yeah,
Because
like,
if you
True.
saying that like you finna do it regardless,
Yeah. Then there you go. That's what it's gonna be.
You just gonna be single. 'Cause it's
But
a
here's
woman.
the kicker, ladies. You will never be able to sexually satisfy your dude by yourself. Most dudes lie about this stuff. Most dudes lie about, hey, it's only you. I only want to be with you. And blah blah blah. Majority of dudes, they want to fuck other women. All right, continuing on. They got silent as fuck after I
I
said
mean,
that.
you a man, you know how your dick operates. I can't tell you how your dick
Yeah, yeah.
operates. So.
I wish I could feel what y'all feeling.
No, trust me, you don't.
Yeah, you really don't.
Yeah, you really don't. Amos sends a super chat. He says, "What would you want? Ride the sea carousel or choose one person and learn them?" The fuck? All right, actually, go ahead.
Me?
Yeah, I said actually we're gonna go this way. Cause that's a good question. Would you personally rather have one dude that you with that you admire, you respect, or you rather be out here in the streets?
Oh no, I definitely just want one person
Okay.
for sure.
I would want one person.
Okay. Oh shit! Hold on.
But nah, because at this point in my life, I will explore my options.
Oh gosh. What does that mean?
That means I ain't ready to settle down all the way.
So you telling me the right dude comes to you? He's not gonna be your ideal, but he's pretty much there in all capacities. You're not gonna try to settle down with
I
him.
would try, but at the same time, if I'm not 95%, I'm not gonna say 100%.
Damn.
How old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you?
23, so
23?
why I'm not in a complete rush right now, but
Yeah, you should
All
be.
right, so what age do you feel like is the right age for a woman to
Ooh,
settle
we
down?
can get into that. Yeah.
What age do you feel like is the right age for a woman to settle down?
I feel like into my late 20s, I'd probably be ready. That's just because on the trajectory of my path right now.
Yeah.
What I have going on.
We really worried
trying to get my
about-
education
yeah.
and
There
for
it is.
some other
Is that it?
stuff on the background
Yeah.
before I feel like I'm ready to.
Do you think you could be attractive 10 years from now at your late 20s to men, or you gonna be your most attractive now?
She gonna be fine regardless.
Forget about-
Nope. I'm
forget
asking
about-
her. I'm asking her.
Forget about 10 years, bro. Give it 5.
That's what I'm saying. 5.
I mean, I could be not.
I'm gonna look like my mama.
Realistically
so hell
speaking, do
But
you think?
realistically, based on my genetics, I'm gonna be back.
yeah, we gonna shit.
I mean, you've been talking about biology this whole time, so based on my biology, I'm gonna be straight.
Well, here's another fact for you ladies. So maybe y'all need some more water to drink. Men from the ages of 18 to 60 prefer women from the ages of 18 to 24. So generally speaking, can you go to eat right and fucking work out and etc. and push that time back? Yeah, you can, 100%. But generally speaking, dudes prefer women between those ages. So no, to answer the question, you are not going to be more attractive to
asked
men.
Me, what do I think about me?
No. I didn't ask you personally. I asked to men. Would you be more attractive in 5 years to men than you are now? That's what I asked specifically. Okay. Well, I'm telling you straight up.
You can tell me.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
This is part of like the whole feminist thing that he was talking about, right? Like, so a lot of shorties think nowadays, or modern women specifically think that, I'm just gonna chill and have fun in my early 20s, and then I'm gonna settle down in my late 20s and find a good guy to be with who we can take care of each other, etc. But that's not how men operate. Men that are coming into their 25 to 30 are thinking, I want an 18 to 21 year old. Even men that are 30 to 50 are thinking, I want a 24, 25 year old. Once a woman hits 27, 28, your ability to produce multiple children kind of starts going downhill. And if a man is getting married and committing to one woman, the only reason he's doing it is to provide lineage. It's basically to produce. So it's a bad bet for a man to settle down with a woman who's older. Not to say it's impossible, but your chances significantly decrease as you get older.
Yeah. Anything? Okay. Moving on. Let's see. Gus sends another super chat. Thank you for the super chat. He says, a promiscuous woman is a 304. I think he was answering your question a long time ago. A promiscuous man is a 304 maker. Women set the market right now. Men just adapt. Your past and body count matters to men. What are
I
your
disagree.
thoughts? Hold on. Go ahead.
I disagree. I mean, men are 304 makers for sure. But women don't make up the market, the men do. Because I feel like every girl falls in love at least once. And when shorties are in high school and shit, they fall in love because, dumbass daddies don't know how to take care of their daughters. and they fall in love with the wrong man, skew their idea of love, basically become hoes, and then
hold on. You don't think women set up and make the market?
Definitely not. The highest tier of men make up the market.
Okay.
It stems from the highest tier of men, men that have access to whatever women they want. Women, yeah, for sure, on a high school level.
Okay, you cleared that up for me because I was about to say. All right.
But ideally, I mean, if a grown man, y'all gonna be cringing at this, but if a grown ass man decides that he wants to bag somebody from high school, it's not hard for him to do. Women are attracted to very specific things, and when a woman is attracted to you, she's not thinking about how old you are or if this is right or wrong. When a woman is in awe of you, she's in awe of you, and she's willing to do whatever, wherever, whatever.
That's actually facts. All right. Final thoughts, questions, and then what's your Instagram? We can start from this side. What's you?
What is it? My bad.
Final thoughts, Instagram, and if you have any questions for the panel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about this chat shit. I ain't really like toxic like that.
No, not questions for them. I'm talking about questions for us.
No, I was just saying about chat. Like, I could really care about what all of these dudes say. I'm actually not against women. I truly believe that the perspective that I provide is a healthy perspective for communities and society.
Okay. And what's your Instagram?
Plug me, Scatter Pieces Podcast. Check me up.
Same thing.
Yeah, honestly, this was just a learning experience for me. I've never done nothing like this. I respect both male and female perspectives. I don't know, don't have all the answers. You can follow me on Instagram at JUSJASSS.
All right.
Closing remark.
Closing remarks or any questions, any beef that you got on the panel, anything like that, and then your IG as well.
I don't beef with nobody.
Any debates you want to have, arguments, same shit.
Just keep dating.
No, don't do that.
Keep dating. I'm not even saying exclusively. Keep dating until somebody shows you differently why you should stop. Okay? Keep doing what you're doing until somebody shows you why you should be taken off the market. Do what you feel. Y'all can follow me at DVMN.LOO. Down low. And this your girl Logan Shalice checking out, babe.
All right, to the 12% of women that's watching right now, do not follow that advice. Get a father, not even a father figure. Get a male figure in your life, a cousin, a dad, a brother, and correlate with them to actually date the right dudes.
So you against dating?
So what you doing?
No. When most women pick and date the right dudes, the way you be making it sound is, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go to the bar, I'm gonna hook up, I'm gonna do whatever. But what I'm talking about is dating in a intention, right?
That's what you're assuming. You're assuming what I meant by that.
She getting sassy.
He's assuming what I meant by that.
All right. Well, I cleared it up for you.
Date with intent, of course.
Okay.
But I'm saying until a person shows you why you should be taken off the market, why you should be consistent with somebody, date with intent. Do what you do.
No. Again, your mindset is putting the blame, or I guess the thing on the man. It's on you to give value to the man. The men are the gatekeepers of sex. You are the women are the gatekeepers of sex. Men are the gatekeepers of relationship. So you have to bring value to the man so he can actually have you. Not you have to. A guy have to prove himself. You have to prove yourself.
It's equal as well too, though. I feel like it's on both parts.
How? He already proved himself before when he fucked you.
Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
For a dude to fuck, okay. I'm gonna break it down very clearly.
Okay.
For a dude to fuck you, he probably had to be a certain height. He got to make a certain money. He got to have a certain status. Maybe not you. Maybe you giving it to everybody. But I'm talking about.
I'm not.
Okay. Okay. Majority of women, they have standards, right?
Okay.
So if you're a dude and you already meet her standards as a man, you already know how to take her on a date. You confident, etc. Blah blah blah. Whatever her standards are, you already proved yourself, and you have sex. After you have sex, it's your turn now to prove to me why you should be in a relationship.
Who's to say that little ass date and that little other shit is you proving yourself to me?
You did by opening your legs.
You're saying that? Who said that I even open my legs after that?
I'm saying, generally speaking, in modern dating, right? A man chases a woman.
Let me tell you something about me, babe.
Hold on, I wasn't finished.
Okay, go ahead.
So a man chases a woman, all right? She deems him valuable enough to have sex. After they have sex, it's now her turn to prove to him for a relationship. I don't understand how this is not communicating correctly.
Because
what he's basically saying is you wouldn't mess with a dude who wasn't already capable or / had proven himself. So you wouldn't be talking to a dude if he wasn't already at a certain caliber or he hadn't shown you that he was competent as a man. So his proof, the proof that a man is providing to a woman, is the simple fact that the woman is already attracted to the man.
But that goes the same for y'all.
But men see women in two different ways. Men can either see you sexually or they can see you with relationship potential. If they're looking at you sexually, it means they're willing to sleep with you, they're willing to hook up with you, they're just willing to spend some time with you. If they're looking at you from a relationship perspective, it means that they're willing to take you out on dates and get to know you and kind of slowly build that up. But that's where it's completely up to the woman in a sense to decide which side she ends up, but it's not conscious, it's subconscious. It's how the woman acts, what she says, etc. But point being is, a man proves himself to you by the simple fact that you're interested in that man. A man expects to be proven to by seeing how you provide value into his life.
Yes.
Okay. I agree with that as well.
Oh my God, I just said that.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
go ahead.
He explained it better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
No, what's your final thoughts, and then what's your IG? Did you give your IG, by the way?
Yeah, y'all want it again. DVMN.LOO. Damn low.
All right.
Yeah, no, I ain't got no thoughts. I mean,
No
y'all
final
kind of
thoughts.
just talked about it just with the
I kind of want you to ask more questions. I want you to get something off your chest.
I ain't got nothing on my chest. I'm the host. Boo boo.
Say something.
Oh my God, don't need to. All right, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you want to follow anyone that was on the panel today, I will put their IGs in the description below. Join the Patreon army. Get Red Pill and Chill on Amazon. Just type in Red Pill and Chill, and we out. Peace.